Hello and welcome to my channel, Fierce Over 50. Today we're going to do a get ready with me, put my makeup on. I already have my skincare applied, so let's jump in. First I start with my Beauty Pie Under Eye I can't remember what this is called. It's illuminating for under the eyes. And I use both colors. I have a light and I have a medium. So I mix the two like this. And then I'm going to look over here in my magnifying mirror so I can put this on. And when I tell you I put my skincare on, I did include sunscreen. Sunscreen's very important. So I don't know what the weather has been doing in the rest of the country, but here in Northern California, we are getting a ton of rain, and trees are coming up and landing on cars and buildings and homes. It's flooded the highways. People had to be rescued. I think people even perished because their cars got engulfed. It's been really dramatic. Okay, so I have that under eye luminous concealer on. I have very dark circles, so I absolutely need this. And then next, I use this CC Illuminator Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. Anti-aging, so it has some SPF in here as well as some skincare also. I've been using this for a long time. So I do a pump and a half of that, and then I take my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer and I mix that. So I get a little bit extra coverage. So I put that there and I mix it on my little glass palette. See, it's right there. I just mix it up. Okay. And I just brush it on. The whole under eyes being dark, it's a whole process for me with makeup. I teeter back and forth between, oops, that's too much, or oops, that's not enough. And, you know, it's when you're over 50, you have wrinkles. You have discoloration, uneven skin tone. I have dry skin, so I have to put a lot of hydrating skincare on because I dry out so bad. And especially in the winter, it's worse. So yeah, I'm having to look in my magnifying mirror because this mirror in front of me is just regular strength. Okay, then I take a foundation brush. This one's by Il Makiage. I ordered their foundation a couple years ago. I didn't like the foundation, but I love the brush. So just pounce that in with the brush. That's looking like a good amount of coverage. I'm not going to take this brush up under my eyes. I have another brush for that. It's a smaller foundation brush. This one I got from Nicole. She's a YouTuber, and she has her own makeup line and skincare. So I take this brush and I just pat it over my eye. This gives me a decent amount of coverage, but I'm still going to need concealer. And for concealer, I've been using this Tarte Shape Tape. I have also Tarte Ultra Creamy in a trial size, and also Tarte Creaseless Concealer, also in a mini. Honestly, they don't work that great. I think the Tarte Shape Tape works best for me right now. I have to be careful not to put too much on. So I just dot that under my eyes and on this side of my eye. Then I take the Angie Hot and Flashy A506 brush. This is for concealer, and it's great. This is the greatest brush. Angie from Hot and Flashy, she went with BK Beauty, collaborated with BK Beauty and made a nice brush set. I didn't get all of the brushes, but this one I definitely wanted. And I'm glad I got it. It works great. You just pat that in, the concealer. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now, a little powder. I do not powder under my eyes because it's a mess. It doesn't work. So this brush is from It Cosmetics. It's a powder brush. So I get that in the bristles real good. I just go over my cheeks, my T-zone. I do like a glow, but I don't want it like super shiny. There. Next we do bronzer, and I have Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer right here. And then I'm using a Morphe brush. This is M405, I think. I'm not sure. It's not a great brush, to be honest. I just got it and I'm not really happy with it, but it's all I have right now in my arsenal. So I try to do it right on the cheekbone so it doesn't make my face look more saggy than it is. And then I put some on my nose, just to warm the face up. We've got it all warmed up now. I hope everybody had a good new year. I had a relaxing new year. Didn't do anything but hang out with my kid. One of them. I have two. They're grown. Hope everyone had good holidays too. Okay, so the bronzer is on. Now I'm going to do a little blush, and for that I do NARS and Orgasm. I've used it for years. I love it. And I've tried some other blushes, but I always come back to this. I just, again, no more smiling and put it on the cheeks, you know, on your apples of your cheeks. It's got to go a little bit above. Put some on my nose too. Jawline. There. Make sure it's good and blended. Don't want any streaks. That hair keeps popping out. Okay. So then we're going to do eyebrows. Now, I have to concentrate because this eyebrow is a little wonky. This is my better brow. And as they say, they're not sisters, they're cousins. I think that's what they say. So I just line it up with my nose and mark it where I'm going to start filling in. So you can't really tell, but I have dark gray hair. I went through the process of growing it out, and I stopped dyeing it. That was back in, I think that was 2020. Yeah, it was November of 2020. We were still in the pandemic and I couldn't get my hair done. So I started growing it out. It was short too. So I was really short, like pixie short. So I just began the process of growing it out, and I was really curious what it was going to look like, what gray pattern I had. And I knew I had a lot of gray, but I didn't realize, like in the back, it was much darker. So I ended up, after a couple of years, I ended up with dark gray, light gray, and dark brown. And it was not really uniform. The dark brown was in the back, like I said, and the different colors of gray were more around my face. So, I mean, I liked it, but I wanted it to be more even. So my hairdresser, who's like a mother to me, and she does my hair for free, she didn't really like the gray look. So we kind of collaborated, I guess. You know, she found out that I wasn't extremely happy with the grow out, so she put a little color in there, and we went with like a brown ash and I liked it. You know, I was a little disappointed that all of that time that I spent growing out my gray didn't turn out the way I kind of wanted it to. So now we're gonna do highlights. That's gonna be soon. Okay, so my eyebrows, they look okay. They're not matching, but they never do. That's okay. Not a problem. And then what I'm using for my brows is L'Oreal, that's upside down, Brow Stylist Definer in brown. And it works for my hair color right now. So next we're gonna do lips. I'm gonna go in with this Maybelline Superstay ink crayon, and I use this to line and fill in my lips, and it stays for the most part. Okay, then what I do is I take, and this is a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Poet. So I really like this color. I've used it for a couple of years. Maybe longer, I'm not sure. I wasn't sure I was gonna like it, but I use it like mixed with my other ink crayons, and it turns out good. And then I let my lips set. Now for the eyes. Excuse me. Frog in my throat. For my eyes, sometimes I don't do eyeshadow, and sometimes I do just a little, because I have hooded eyes, and I also have a lot of excess skin above my eyes. I need to get an upper bleph because it does interfere with my vision, but I've got a lot on my plate right now, so that's kind of on the back burner. I have to find out if it's covered by insurance, because it does affect my vision. So I may or may not be able to get that done, at least right now. Maybe if it's not bad enough right now, then perhaps in a couple of years. I'm not sure. Pretty nervous about plastic surgery of any kind, even if it's like necessary. And one of my sisters just had hers done. She looks great. Let's see, I think we're gonna put a little bit. This is what I just did was e.l.f. And these are the bite-size eyeshadows. And this one is I Love You a Latte. It's cute, huh? So I think I'm going to put a little bit of brown. This third shade right here. Right there. Okay, then I have to strategically put this because my eyes are so hooded. So I'm looking in my magnifying mirror to see where I'm going to place this. And right about where my arch is. My arch of my eyebrow. I just touch with the shadow to try and get that to look like it's receding. And I want it a little bit darker right here, so it gives the illusion that my eyes are not as hooded. And I bring it near the corner of my eye on the other side. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. We'll go in and blend it with my bigger brush. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy A502. So I like how it helps me with precision on my eyes. And I think this is going to be one and done, pretty much. I don't know if I'm going to put anything else on. I've got an eyelash. Get that out of the way. Okay, now the other eye. And it's challenging because my eyebrows are different. I'm going to do it the same spot on the other side. Bring it out to the tail of my eyebrow. And then sweep a little, concentrating on the outer part of the eye. So that's not blended in, but the color's on. So we're going to blend a little bit now. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Angie Hot and Flashy A503. This is a blender brush. Just blend that out. There, so my eyes don't look quite as hooded now. Let's curl the lashes. Gotta see what I'm doing so I don't hurt myself. There. Okay. Then I think what we're gonna do, we're not gonna do eyeliner. eyeliner has a tendency to make my eyes look like a little just too dark. So anyway, I am using Thrive Legend Lash Extensions, or Liquid Lash Extensions, sorry. Thrive Cosmetics. This is my favorite mascara. That, and I like the Merit mascara. They're both tubing mascaras. So I really, really like tubing mascaras. I've tried others and they just disappoint. You go to the base, wiggle. I am getting low on this, so I'm gonna have to order more. Okay. Okay, and then we do the lower, just a little bit. Okay, and that, I think, is it. We need some lip gloss. Lip gloss. And this, I'm using Sephora. This is a lip plumper. Not sure what it's called. It's just Sephora lip gloss that plumps. Okay, and we're all done. Ready for the day. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and won't you consider subscribing? It would really help me out. And leave a comment below if you choose to. If you want to see something, then let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.